He beat me. Straight up. Pay him. Pay that man his money.
When you need comfort food from Cedar Creek, beating your brain. Man, I can make this video so long that it would probably stretch out to be an hour, but I'm not. So number one, Byron Burns, man, you never call me. So big ups, thanks for calling me, brother. But I was in the middle of trying to work with cameras and phones, and it was drizzling, man, and I'm trying to learn this lake, and I was behind the 8 ball on time. I apologize, I don't need to get off the phone so fast, because I know you were only trying to help me, big dog. Because them your stomping grounds, you know Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek put it on me today, but it wasn't a real beatdown. It was a beatdown because I did find fish. I stuck to the pattern that I said I was going to stick to, and it led to me finding some fish. But some of those fish were on timber so tight, they would not come off of that timber. So it was pleasant seeing fish, but I couldn't catch all of the fish that I saw because I couldn't maneuver my boat to get the angles to where I could get the bait over there. Because there was a lot of wind. The boat was coming up out of the water with the shaft of the trolling motor, slamming down, had a lot of boat slap. It was spooking some of the fish. It was just a pretty interesting day. Had to put out a lot of fires at work today. Very interesting day, man. It really was. I had a lot of opposition today, and it didn't necessarily come off of fishing. But when your head is doing other things, sometimes you can't focus on what you're actually doing. It can take you out your game. So no excuses. I lost. I caught 10 fish instead of catching 13. Now let's break this down real quick, and then I'm gonna get into a little footage, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But here's the deal. Number one, how did I choose Cedar Creek and why? Number one, Cedar Creek goes against everything that I normally do when I fish to catch crappie. I fish my own way. You fish your own way. My way of fishing is I catch crappie year-round, 12 feet of water or deeper. That's me. That's how I catch them. I don't care if it's summertime, wintertime, fall time. That's how I catch crappie. All right? I knew going in looking at Navionics that Cedar Creek was going to be a different lake that made me pull out some stuff that I don't normally do. I saw that the timber was at the north end of the lake. I saw that it's got 60 foot of water down there at the south end of the lake. However, there's no timber at the south end of the lake. The only timber that's exposed is the timber at the north end, and that water is shallow. 9 foot, 8 foot, 7 foot, 12 foot. 10 foot. It's shallow. I'm not used to fishing timber that's shallow. The reason that it makes it difficult is you have so much to where you're disturbing the water, the fish are going to come up off of the timber. Or either they'll get locked so tight to the timber to where they're not going to budge off of it unless you put that bait right there on top of their nose. And some of it I couldn't position well. Beat my boat up really, really bad today. With being on trees, and you'll hear some squeaking and stuff like that. That's because it was rubbing up against trees because the trees were so tight together. I didn't launch until 11:51. I got out late and only fished about 5 hours. I didn't get 7 hours of fishing in. Ran out of daylight. Monsoon rain came. Here's a little footage on everything that took place. But overall, I don't make excuses in life. And some people think, oh man, failure. I'm afraid to fail. Man, I don't call failure to me is when you get beat so bad that you just stop. That means you fail. Not achieving your goal is not failure. That's the seed to success. Okay? All it's going to do is make me tougher. All it's going to do is make me come back harder. All it's going to do is make me call in tomorrow, and guess what? I'm not going to work. I'm going back to Cedar Creek tomorrow instead of going to work. Yup. Guess what I'm going to do? And I want to see if you beat me again the way I don't catch 13. Because I'm coming back. All right? So I only caught 10 fish today. And tomorrow it's going to be rougher. It's not going to be better. It's going to be rougher. It's going to rain tomorrow, way bigger percentage than it was today, and it came down hard. I got almost half an inch of rain in my boat right now as it sits. It's crazy. But I didn't achieve the goal that I was looking to achieve. I did see fish, so I wasn't too off on my plan. I just had to maneuver a certain way to catch them. Interesting lake. I like the lake, and I don't like the boat ramp at Big Chief. Hate that. Sorry, homeboy. I do not like that at all. Yeah, that's about it. Here's some footage. Didn't win the bet, lost the bet, but it made me one callous tougher to understand how things are. Mike Whitten, you the man. Pay that man. Pay that man his money. Oh yeah, and by the way, before I started, a little bit of this footage, because there ain't much, because when it started raining, I had to put my phone up. Caught 10 fish, but just remember something. I'm bringing you guys along to let you laugh at my folly of not being on point as I go through my growing pains on learning how to do something new. All you people who catch fish and it's easy to you because you fish in certain lakes and stuff that you know, that was a time when you didn't know those lakes. Well, here's a new trend that I would love to see happen in fishing. Now, it really doesn't hurt guides as much, but I would love to see people show fresh footage of what they plan on doing before they go do it. Okay? Meaning, don't just post footage of you catching fish when you catch fish. Tell people what you're going to do before you go do it, and then you go try to do it. I would love to see more of that. Why? Because we need a balance. The balance needs to be, we see so many fish being caught on social media in these groups that we're in. Even though we may not be catching them, we associate certain people with catching so many fish. It gives you a false illusion of how easy fishing is. Brother, go out and fish some lakes that you ain't never fished before. Sometimes you might win. A lot of times you may lose. So I enjoy people who post fish and they got 10, 12, 7, 13, whatever. Because sometimes you ain't gonna always go out there and get a limit. And that means that you were just enjoying the sport. That means that you were trying to fish and you gave it your all. I like that. Here's some footage from what took taste. I said took taste. Damn sure not finna do no retake. I meant to say took place, and I said took taste. See how you get to laugh at my folly? That shit funny, even to me. It is 11:51 with me just launching, fooling around on these stupid boat ramps that are 1,700 feet tall. 1,700! I ain't 1,700 feet tall, fool! This is bullshit. One. $12 inches. Oh yeah, I need to show you the time. So hold on, I'm on the board with one. And see if I can see my hand. Doing this upside down. 118. Like 11.9, and it is 127. So sorry, man. I'm juggling on the telephone, working. I caught that fish around 140 something. That was a nice fish. So around 140 something. You got 3 in the box. This fish took me 15 minutes to catch. Alright, so long as you're okay with that, let me go ahead and send it over. Spell your name just like it is on your ID. No, text it to me, and then I'm gonna send you the application on your phone. You're gonna fill out everything in full. Again, there's no need of going in until I got everything at least lined up for you, okay? So just trust me, I got you covered. Are you there? Okay, done deal. Text me your name just like you spell, and then I'm gonna send you the application. We're gonna get you going. Alright. Got it. Started raining. I'm on number freaking 4, bro. Now this next fish right here took me over 27 minutes to catch. It was the largest fish in the area, and it kept going from tree to tree to tree to tree. I'm fishing no more than maybe 8 foot deep right now, and I had to end up catching the fish lateral by straight going out to my left hand side. But I figured I spent that much time on him, I was finna catch him somehow. .303. You see, this fish took 21 minutes to catch, but it's been edited. Big fish. Number 6. It's 318. Six. 325.
Big fish. Number 6.
Now, if you look back at
318.
the horizon, you'll see that it's getting really cloudy. Well, that's not just fog. That's a ton of rain that's about to come through. Had to put the phone up because it would have got just drenched. I had to put it in a dry box. Everything got really wet. This picture of the floor is after I've driven all the way home and kind of squeegeed some of it down into that drain. But
drenched.
I was stepping in puddles.
I mean,
like an
drenched.
idiot. I didn't wear my boots.
Drench. Yeah. Crazy day.
When I tell you it started raining and I got wet,
I mean, wet. This is drenched. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy day.
that's a pig. That's a pig. Man, these fish are big. So that's what it is. It's 10 total. And yeah, it has some size to them. But that's what it is. Like, that's my hand from the tail. Let me put this down. From my hand, from the back of my hand to that is that fish. That's his tail. That's that. This fish got to be 16, 17 inches. That's a big fish. And then that fish is just as big. And then that fish is just as big. So, I don't know. If you told me these two fish were 2 pounds, I would easily believe you. But I'm not finna weigh them. I ended up short. I only got 3. That's what's up. Peace. To my man Jamal from YouTube, I got you, I don't know, I'm gonna throw you 20 fillets. So I'm gonna get them over to you either to Friday or Saturday at the worst. But because I'm fishing and going back and forth, that's the only thing that you gotta delay on. But I'm gonna feed your family, brother. I got you covered. Peace. So while I'm cleaning those fish, and they're all gone now, let me turn this camera around. Jamal from YouTube. I just got through telling you I was gonna give you and your family 20 fillets. Well, I caught 10 fish. That's 20 fillets. I'll give you to see the creek fish that I caught. Well, it's early in the morning now, so it's really not Thursday anymore. It's really Friday. And I'm gonna give you these fish. Enjoy. But you might not get them until Saturday, because I'm gonna go back and fish again. And that's gonna be my limit.